the animal world, there is the hunter and the hunted, hound and fox, hawk and sparrow, chicken and worm. We in the topmost species have also joined the hunt. But who is to judge precisely which of us are hounds or foxes as we enter the chase?
It was all very simple, really, and yet so complex. A nightmare with partial overtones. The laugh, dear chap, was on me. I must confess I failed to find it amusing. I remember meeting Norrie in a Soho pub. Our reunions were brief at that time, and clandestine. Were very much like two frightened mice snatching moments of comfort together while the tomcat slept and scurrying to cover when the beast would stir. Degrading, unwholesome, and I had made up my mind to put an end to it.
Uncle Alfred will never agree, Elliot.
Oh, why shouldn't he agree? I don't understand it. What does he have against me, Noreen?
I don't know. He's never really given me a decent explanation. Suppose he's a snob. He'd like me to marry someone prominently listed in birth peerage, I imagine.
Some doddering old fool he could boast about.
And play chess with. You're much too young and attractive for my guardian, darling. Besides, you don't like chess.
Do you love me, Noreen?
Madly.
Would you prefer an earl or a duke?
I wouldn't exchange the House of Lords for your little finger.
Well, then that settles it.
That settles what?
I'm going to have it out with Sir Alfred today. Now they've gotten permission for our marriage, or there's the reason why.
No, Elliot. I'm afraid.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Uncle Alfred's such a beastly temper. You can be rather touchy yourself at times. Don't want any unpleasantness, darling. Particularly for you.
Oh, there'll be no unpleasantness. I'll simply put it to him just like that. A good reason for standing between us, or stop meddling in our affairs.
But Elliot...
I don't argue, darling. My mind's made up. Is he at home now?
Yes. He should be.
Well, then I'm off to be at the Lion. Wish me luck. The Ainsley House was near Grosvenor Square, a rather large, forbidding place that had been fashionable in the Edwardian era. I never liked it to begin with. And it took on an even stronger aura of seediness and disrepair as I stood before the door on the verge of what would be a sordid and uncomfortable scene at best with Noreen's legal guardian. There was no answer to my ring, which I repeated several times. I was rather disappointed. Now that I had made my resolution, I wanted to have done with it. It soon became apparent that the house was empty, and I reluctantly started to turn away. It was at that point I first noticed the blood on the outer doorknob. I realized then that the door was ajar, and as I pushed it open and stepped inside the narrow hall, I had a premonition and a sudden, almost overpowering impulse to flee. At that moment, I reached Sir Alfred Ainsley's drawing room and saw him sprawled out on the floor near the telephone with a 12-inch carving knife protruding from his chest. Yes? Yes, Noreen?
I had to call. I was worried about you and Uncle Alfred.
Where are you calling from?
Back in this bit of Trafalgar Square.
Is anyone with you?
No, why? You sound so...
Come over to Alfred's house immediately. And say nothing to anyone.
What happened, Elliot?
Something frightful. Hurry, Noreen. My first thought, of course, was to notify the police. Some instinct made me hesitate. Instead, I decided to make a thorough check of the body and the room. And what I subsequently discovered was enough for me to thank my lucky stars that I hadn't called the authorities.
Uncle Alfred.
Found him lying here like that just before you phoned. Well,
What?
you believe it?
Darling, darling, do you think for one moment that I even imagined you could do a thing like this?
Perhaps you change your mind, Noreen, and see what I'm going to show you.
What you saying, Elliot?
One more
Then
hot.
looking at him as he closed
Ah, I got it to work. I don't want to work.
his hands stretched in.
Everything good? Yeah, yeah,
Big
everything
eyes,
good.
twitching in his fingers.
That's good. I got some truck ready.
But next,
Okay. So this you gonna stay down there?
mine.
With that high house you got? All right. How are you too? Same to you.
Then, for a moment, I went through
What is it?
the letter. Evidently written by your uncle, Doris
Good
Dent.
morning. How you doing?
Plain enough, you, isn't it? The letter warns me in no uncertain terms to keep away from you.